Hi, and welcome. You're listening to the X22 Report. My name is Dave, and this is episode 2281A, and today's date is September 20th, 2020, and the title of the episode is Trump has now reversed the central bank deep state economic policies, D5 economic avalanche. Let's talk about your health. After 20 years old, your body will naturally decrease in collagen production by 12% each passing decade. This decrease in collagen is a leading reason to why skin appears thinner and more wrinkled as we age. It's essential for skin, bones, and more, and the way to keep your skin looking healthy and youthful is by consuming 5 different types of collagen. No single source provides you with the different collagen types your body needs until now. Aegis Multi-Collagen gives you the 5 types of collagen you need from 4 premium sources in one complete protein mix. You'll enjoy the powerful support for your skin, hair, nails, joints, bones, digestive system, and muscles with results you can see and feel in just a few short weeks. And as an added bonus, Aegis Multi-Collagen is a non-GMO and there's 0 artificial colors, flavors, preservatives, sweeteners, gluten, or antibiotics. Get your own bag of Aegis Multi-Collagen for 51% off plus free shipping by going to healthwithx22.com. That is healthwithx22.com. Or just click the link below. Let's get into the economic collapse financial news. Now, ever since the economy, not just here in the United States, but globally, since it was shut down artificially because of this pandemic, all the economists, the mainstream media, they were all on board that this economy would never recover. Countries would not be able to bounce back. It would be a complete and utter disaster. The market would come down. This is exactly what they wanted. They wanted devastation. They wanted chaos. They never wanted the economy to rebound, but they were all wrong. Trump, he said, let's open it up. People need to get back to work. People need to go back to their jobs. Stores need to open. Businesses need to open. Kids need to go back to school so the parents can go back to work. And what we're seeing is the economy, not just here in the United States, but in other places, it has rebounded. Look at the UK, for example. It is recovering faster than the predictions. We see retail sales, they rose by 0.8% in August. GDP numbers are rebounding faster than anyone expected. And the economists there thought the entire economy was going to be an utter disaster. But remember, when you shut an economy down, and it's artificially shut down, and then you turn it back on, yes, the economy resumes where it left off. Yes, there might be some jobs that aren't coming back. There might be some businesses that aren't coming back. This is why in the United States and in many other countries, they implemented stimulus to keep those businesses open, to keep people employed. Will it work 100%? No. But the majority of jobs, the majority of businesses, they will come back online. And if you fill them to capacity and allow them to do what they normally do, and that's business, you will see the economy will get to a place of almost where it was. Now remember, Trump, he does not have to bring the economy right back to where it was. He doesn't need 2% unemployment. He doesn't need 7% GDP. All he needs to do is show that the economy improved. But Trump, the patriots, what they've been doing during this period of time, he used this period of time, this chaos, to do something that no other president could do. Because they gave him the power. They gave him the Defense Production Act. They gave him the national emergency. And I'm talking about who gave it to him? It's the central bank, the deep state. They gave it to him because they thought it was going to work the opposite way. They thought, well, let's create this chaos. Let's create this event, and we'll bring the entire system down. And once we bring the entire system down, it doesn't matter if he has the Defense Production Act. It doesn't matter if it's a national emergency. The economy will be doomed. He will be doomed, and there's no way out. But this didn't happen. Instead, he decided to open up everything. He decided to start business. He left it to the governors and mayors so everyone can see the true dictators. And the economy of this country, the United States and other countries, they started to rebound. And during this chaos, he started to do other things. Well, since we're in a national emergency, since I have the Defense Production Act, I can do other things because I really need to get this economy running again. What can I do? Let's get rid of some regulations. Actually, let's get rid of a lot of them. Let's talk to other countries and say, listen, since our economies are doing terribly, why don't we start removing tariffs? And if you don't, I'm going to place tariffs on you. So it would be in our best interest just to remove tariffs so businesses can prosper. Look at the fisheries in Maine. Let's bring back manufacturing to the United States. Now, since we're in a national emergency and we need ventilators, we need masks, we need pharmaceutical drugs, we need tests, we need all these different things, we can't rely on China. Let's bring manufacturing back to the United States, medical manufacturing back to the United States. Let's talk about your health. Turmeric has a long list of health benefits. Consuming it is an essential as it gets to revitalizing how you look and feel. However, turmeric by itself isn't enough. That's why Aegis Body was created. Aegis Body provides premier support for a healthy aging, cellular energy, young-looking skin, a bright brain, and more. With this product, you'll receive a very powerful support for younger-looking skin, peak energy levels, mental focus, healthy eyes, and more. Get your own bottle of this amazing product for 51% off plus free shipping by going to agewithx22.com or by clicking the link below. And by doing all of this, he's reversed the central bank, the deep state's plan. And not just the plan of shutting down the economy, but their plan of moving everything overseas. And while this was happening, the tariffs that he placed on China revitalized the Iron Range in Minnesota. And when you look at this, you can see, look how much has been done. And now with Puerto Rico, he's looking at Puerto Rico, giving them $13 billion. And Puerto Rico, once again, is going to become a pharmaceutical manufacturing business. And this is what he said. This is what he tweeted out. Today I announced two of the largest grants in history to Puerto Rico to rebuild its electrical grid system and education system. My administration will be awarding $13 billion through FEMA, the largest obligations of funding ever awarded. Obama killed the pharmaceutical manufacturing business in Puerto Rico. We are bringing it back from China and other faraway lands. Everything the central bank, the deep state, everything that they planned out over the many, many years, he's just reversed it. He's reversing all of it. And it's like an avalanche because once it gets started, it's going to build steam. You know how like the avalanche starts on the top of the hill? It's very tiny. And as it rolls down the hill, it picks up speed. It adds snow. It adds debris. And as it continually rolls down the hill, it picks up speed and more debris and more snow. And it destroys everything in its path. Well, that's a D5. And what we're watching right now is a D5 economic avalanche. Trump started small, and as he continues, it grows and grows and grows and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And as he brings back more manufacturing, as he brings back more businesses, nothing will be able to stop this. Yes, people can say, well, all they have to do if he loses power is reverse everything. You know how difficult it's going to be to reverse everything? Because you would have to explain to the American people why they're better off not having manufacturing here in the United States, not having jobs, not having their neighborhoods built up. It's a very difficult explanation. This is why the deep state, the central banks, took many, many years to do this, because they didn't want people noticing. They didn't just say, hey, you know something? Let's take these 100 businesses over here and let's move them overseas. And we'll just decimate this entire town. No, it was a very slow process. Oh, okay, we lost one company, not that big of a deal. Oh, we lost another manufacturer over here, not that big of a deal. And then over the many years, you look back and you go, wow, every single business manufacturer is completely gone. Nobody can find work. The town looks like a ghost town. It's falling apart. Infrastructure in that area is falling apart because they have no money. They have no jobs. There's nothing there. Trump now is reversing all of this, and they can't stop him. They thought they were going to stop him, but they can't. And this goes back to why he's doing this. He understands what the central bank, what the deep state was trying to do. He understands that they were trying to destroy America. economically, because that's how you destroy an entire country. You don't need bombs. You don't need missiles. You don't need all those things. You can destroy an entire country economically and bring it to a third world level. This is what they were trying to do. And they almost accomplished their mission until he stepped in and stopped it. And now there are towns, there are cities that are now bringing back the businesses, bringing back manufacturing. And once Trump starts building up those opportunity zones and more businesses and investments come into these areas and people in these areas get jobs, he's going to be bringing the entire country up. So as he brings back manufacturing, as he brings back businesses and neighborhoods are lifted up, the infrastructure will have to be rebuilt. And how is he going to do this? Well, I do believe this is going to be coming in his second term. I do believe this is not just about a 4-year election. This is about taking over the House, the Senate, and the presidency to put the United States back on the right path without blocks. And everything that will be done to the benefit of the people. Rebuilding the infrastructure will create a huge amount of jobs. It will spur industry. It will create new technologies. It will create new companies. And people will be back to work for many years. What this does, it sets up the United States as having a very, very strong foundation. Why? Because he needs the foundation, he needs the infrastructure, he needs the manufacturing, he needs people working, he needs all of this because this is creating the people's economy. This will be used to go up against the central bank establishment. Because once he removes that last piece of where the currency is created, and he removes that piece, and we don't have to pay interest on that currency, the country will take off like we've never seen before. And the entire world will change. Other countries will start to look at this and say, we want what the United States has. And other countries will then leave the central bank system. Now, can he do this alone? No, I do believe he's going to have help in the end. I do believe that Xi and Putin, they will be working with him to get rid of the central bank system because they understand it's not each other's countries. It's the deep state, the central bank system that's embedded in each one of these countries. They are the true enemy of the people of the world. And if the leaders come together and they fight the true enemy and go after that one true enemy, they can defeat it. And then all the other countries watching, observing, looking at this, and they see how all these countries are starting to prosper, they will all then say, you know something, we don't want this private Western central bank anymore either. We need to get rid of it. And we're going to start to see things break down. Now, is it going to happen tomorrow? No. I do believe this is going to happen in the second term moving forward, and we're going to see a lot change. But this first term was to prepare everything, to build the foundation. And moving forward now, we're going to see the second phase come into focus. And remember, as Trump continually brings back businesses, it is like an avalanche that cannot be stopped. Listen, everyone, thanks a lot for listening. Be well, be safe, and especially be prepared. Thanks a lot.